Picture this. It's the late 19th century. You step into a medical clinic. Metal basins are arranged beside a strange electrical machine. A doctor gestures for you to sit down. You place your hands into 2 bowls of warm water. Your feet go into 2 others. The doctor adjusts a dial. A faint current begins to flow. You feel a tingling sensation spreading through your arms and legs. A strange mixture of warmth and vibration. This wasn't torture. It wasn't a circus trick. It was medicine. And for a brief moment in history, doctors believed electricity could heal almost anything. So how did a machine like the Schnee Four-Cell Bath become a serious medical treatment? And why did people willingly place their hands and feet into bowls of electrified water? Let's step back to the moment when electricity first entered the doctor's office. For decades, electricity was believed to be one of the most powerful healing forces known to science. Doctors prescribed it for fatigue, pain, nervous disorders, depression, paralysis, and even sexual dysfunction. Patients didn't just receive electric shocks. They bathed their bodies in electrical current. One of the most famous machines designed for this purpose was called the Schnee Four-Cell Bath, an electrotherapy device invented in the late 19th century by a physician named Dr. George Schnee. Instead of shocking the body directly, Schnee's machine allowed electricity to pass gently through water and into the limbs of the patient. Doctors believed it could stimulate the nerves, restore vitality, and rebalance the body's electrical energy. Today, the idea sounds strange, even dangerous. But at the time, this machine represented the cutting edge of modern medicine. So how did electricity become a cure-all? Why did doctors believe it could heal the human body? And how did machines like the Schnee Four-Cell Bath fade into the forgotten corners of medical history? To understand that, we have to return to a moment when electricity itself still felt like magic. Unlike the dramatic image of a person sitting in a bathtub full of electricity, the Schnee system worked in a surprisingly simple way. The machine consisted of 4 separate water basins. 2 were placed in front of the patient for the hands. 2 were placed below for the feet. Each basin contained metal electrodes connected to a galvanic electrical generator. In many clinics, the machine itself looked almost like a small electrical laboratory. Beside the basins stood the generator, often a wooden box filled with batteries, coils, switches, and measuring dials. Doctors could adjust the intensity of the current with surprising precision for the time. Some devices even included ammeters, allowing physicians to monitor exactly how much electricity passed through the patient's body. Treatment sessions were carefully controlled. A patient would sit comfortably in a chair while placing their hands and feet in the 4 basins. The doctor would begin with a very weak current, slowly increasing it until a noticeable tingling sensation appeared. Sessions usually lasted between 10 and 20 minutes. Medical manuals from the late 19th century describe doctors observing the patient's skin color, pulse, and muscle reactions during the treatment. The goal was stimulation, but never pain. Because the current traveled between the limbs, it passed through large portions of the nervous system and circulatory system. Physicians believed this helped reawaken weakened nerves and restore healthy electrical activity in the body. To modern eyes, the setup looks strange. A patient sitting calmly while connected to bowls of electrified water. But to doctors of the time, it represented something extraordinary. The possibility that electricity itself could be harnessed as a medical therapy. When the machine was activated, a low electrical current flowed between the basins, passing through the patient's arms, torso, and legs. This allowed electricity to circulate gently through the body. Doctors could control the strength of the current, the direction of the flow, which limbs were connected. Patients usually felt a mild tingling sensation in their hands and feet. Some described warmth spreading through their limbs, while others reported small muscle contractions. The device looked almost like a strange mechanical chair, surrounded by bowls of water and wires. But behind the simple design was a serious medical theory. Doctors believed the current stimulated the nervous system, improved blood circulation, and helped restore balance to the body's electrical signals. The Schnee Four-Cell Bath became one of the most widely used electrotherapy machines of its time, and soon, hospitals across Europe began installing them. By the late 19th century, electrotherapy had become fashionable medicine. Hospitals opened entire departments dedicated to electrical treatments. Medical journals published diagrams of devices like the Schnee Four-Cell Bath and detailed instructions for their use. Doctors prescribed these treatments for an astonishing range of conditions: fatigue, rheumatism, paralysis, insomnia, digestive disorders, nervous exhaustion. Even certain psychological conditions were treated with electrical stimulation. Patients often reported feeling better after sessions. Some experienced genuine relief from muscle stiffness or nerve pain. Others described renewed energy and mental clarity. But electricity also carried enormous psychological power. The machines hummed, sparked, and vibrated. They looked futuristic and scientific. Patients believed they were experiencing the most advanced medical technology available, and belief itself was often part of the treatment. Electrotherapy clinics began appearing outside hospitals as well. Health resorts offered electric baths as luxury treatments. Wealthy clients traveled to specialized spas, where electricity promised rejuvenation, vitality, and even youth. Advertisements claimed electrical therapy could improve circulation, sharpen the mind, restore masculinity, and strengthen the nerves. For a time, electricity became medicine's miracle ingredient, not because it was fully understood, but because it symbolized the unstoppable force of modern science. But as the 20th century advanced, medicine changed. Doctors began demanding controlled studies, measurable outcomes, and biological explanations. Electricity, once mysterious and magical, became better understood, and with that understanding came skepticism. Many electrotherapy treatments showed limited effectiveness. Others produced inconsistent results. In some cases, poorly designed electrical equipment caused burns, nerve irritation, or dangerous cardiac reactions. Gradually, the enthusiasm faded. By the 1920s and 1930s, machines like the Schnee Four-Cell Bath disappeared from most hospitals. Electrotherapy didn't vanish entirely, but it became more precise, more scientific, and more carefully regulated. Today, electricity is still used in medicine. Physical therapy uses electrical stimulation to rebuild muscles. TENS devices relieve chronic pain. Pacemakers regulate heart rhythms. Even electroconvulsive therapy remains a carefully controlled psychiatric treatment. The difference is understanding. Electric baths failed, not because electricity had no medical value, but because medicine tried to use it long before it truly understood it. Looking back, the Schnee Four-Cell Bath represents a familiar pattern in the history of invention. A powerful new discovery appears. Its potential feels limitless. And before science fully understands it, society rushes to apply it everywhere. In the late 19th century, electricity promised healing, vitality, and control over the body itself. So patients willingly placed their hands and feet into bowls of electrified water, trusting that progress would keep them safe. Today, the machine may look strange, but it reminds us of something deeper. Every generation believes it stands at the edge of medical certainty, and every generation later discovers how much it didn't yet know. Electric baths didn't cure disease, but they helped shape the long relationship between electricity and medicine, a relationship that still powers modern healthcare today. And if this forgotten machine surprised you, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and hit the bell, so you'll be there when the next strange invention from history sparks back to life.